Right, I should be live. Just gonna test the sound quality quickly. We're just gonna hit playback. Yep, all seems good to me. Let's just... We're just gonna hear some playback quickly. Right, that sounds all good to me. I'm quite happy with that. So, hello everybody. Sorry for that little delay, and welcome to this live stream. Now, I did do a poll recently, the other day, after I tried out this train simulator live stream. And you guys did say you'd rather see more model railway content, and I do understand that. But seeing as it's a success, I thought I'd finally do a stream. Yes, I seem to be a day early because normally if I do a live stream, it's on a Saturday. But today, it's Friday, isn't it? So yeah, I thought I'd have a go. I've got the evening to myself, and I just thought, let's go for it. So I'm just gonna let maybe one or two more people come along. Safety valves are blowing off. I set my quality on my phone lower. Hopefully Wi-Fi will run smoothly today. I'm just gonna turn down the volume in my ears. So yeah, feel free to comment in the chat. I have my phone loaded up. Just gonna plug it in on charge. Perfect. Just so it doesn't die out. I don't actually know what battery it's on. Anyway, so yeah, need I say more? Feel free to say hello in the chat. And yeah, welcome to the live stream. So I'm going to talk through what we are doing today. So if you've guessed already, we are on the West Somerset Railway, and this is a GWR King class. This is the Caledonia Works version, so it's up to the highest of standards. It's one of the most recent releases for Train Simulator, and yeah, it's quite nice. So yeah, it's coupled up to some AP coaches. This is just a standard quick drive scenario. Oh, there we go. Nice bit of peace and quiet. So yeah, we've got a nice mix, well, a nice rake of coaches, all chocolate and cream except the one blood and custard right behind the King. I think we can get away with that. I know the West Somerset Railway tends to only really have this sort of stock, and I think they have a West Somerset logo instead of the British Railways one. So yeah, we're at Bishop's Lydiard. Oh look, here's for a coronation for the Queen. So yeah, I'm just going to have a quick look around the station. There's no set time to leave, just see how this route looks. We will be fairly paced today, with speed limits up to 25 miles an hour. I'll probably end up speeding accidentally a couple of times, but yeah. So yeah, this route is done out nicely. I've been to this railway a couple of times, at least 2 times, and it's quite nice, and this is quite an accurate layout for it. Although here, I believe, I could be wrong actually, I believe there's a shed here, which isn't modelled, and if I just go this far, you go a bit further, bit further, bit further, bit further. You see, it's modelled quite far actually. It's actually gone beyond where I can go. So, I mean, it's quite. It goes quite that bit further than I thought. But yeah, we've got car parks and all that. Basically, a nice scene. That we've got some vehicles going around and everything. Motor spirit oil. Yeah, let's not go in there. But I believe, if I remember correctly, in there is a museum in real life. Just a mini... Oh yeah, a gauge museum. If I remember correctly, there's a coach in there, which would suggest why there is a bit of rail going into the building. And there's like a signal and a model railway, I believe. I could be wrong on that though. It might have even changed since I last been. Don't remember what was in this building here that I've just made invisible. Nice letterbox there. Look at that. Not the highest quality of stuff, but I mean at the end of the day it's a route and designed to pass by in the loco. So we've got King Edward II, which is a preserved example in real life, is out of ticket. Yeah, it's out of ticket, so... And I believe it's sat at Didcot Railway Centre. So yeah, nice signal box there. And then in here, we've got a bit of a shop, yeah, shopping cafe and that. Waiting room and oh yeah, in here the doors are normally open and you've got your ticket office. So yeah, the wonderful King class. So I think that's a nice view around really. You've got the iconic bridge up here that, I mean, you can look out and looks quite nice, doesn't it? We still don't have anyone watching. We just got to give people time, really. People will probably be having their tea and stuff. So, I'm just going to stay here for a couple more minutes. And I'll try and keep talking. I'm just going to check a couple things on my phone in general, some messages, etc. I've got an email to read, and that email's to tell me I'm live, which is always reassuring. So yep, 6023. Right. Ah, hi Chris, how are you? I've just seen that you're on. How are you doing? I wanted to make sure someone was at least watching before I leave Bishop's Lydiard. As you can hear, the King class is raring to go. Safety valves blowing off. So hopefully we've got enough pressure to negotiate the hills. The gradients to come up. We're going straight to Minehead. And depending on how long that run is, we might do a return journey as well, reloading the game up. So I hope that's alright. Hope you're good. Good. Yep, I'm good, thank you. I'm glad to see you are good. So I think we're ready to go, seeing as we've got Chris watching. This is a beautiful model by Caledonia Works. I prefer this angle, you can see the regulator and everything then. I'm going to put up the HUD. I'll pull that back. And at the moment, just going to, if I just pop my head back a bit. There you go, you can see. And I need to lock it, which is quite nice. So, I'm going to make sure the handbrake is on. And I'm just going to crack the ejector a little bit. Just a tiny bit. And I'm going to open the doors. It's held on the handbrake, so we should be fine. Just making sure my phone is muted so you can't hear myself talking back. Very nice loco model. Yeah, it's the latest Caledonia Works version, so it's at the highest standard. It's not the older version, which is a bit basic in places. This is much more accurate and have sounds by Steam Sound Supreme. They partnered with Caledonia Works for us. We've got the whistle to go. I can't remember how many coaches we've got. Shall we see it? Hope sounds are okay for the game and me. If you want the sounds for the game turned up, then just say so. If you want me quieter or louder, let me know. Though I think I'm alright. So that's one coach. On to a second now. Ooh, we're counting coaches. Don't fall asleep. 3. On our third now. Oh, this one's a buffet. Ooh, Very nice. So I'll be having a nice drink and a snack. 5, I think? 6, 7, I think. I may have lost count there, so may have got distracted briefly, so let me know if you counted along. Because know me, I've done a stupid mistake. Sounds good here, glad to hear, Chris. I'm going to open the regulator up a bit more. I forgot to do this on the way. Cylinder box. Doesn't really matter now, but oh well. Let's give it some beans. So I thought I'd set the head code to the Intercity and Express Passenger. So why not? We're going to do a non-stop run, I think. Well, it's up to you if you want me to stop at anywhere else, then you know. I probably didn't need to whistle there. I'm just doing it for the fun of it. So why not? There's a whistle board coming up anyway. Let's wind that reversal back. Let's go half a turn. So we are losing pressure, but not too badly, to be honest. At least it's not blowing off. The fireman is saving himself from embarrassment today. It's gonna not move. Do you see we're slowing down? And it's partly because we're uphill, so... Yep, I did actually have a sort of plan to do this stream, but I never announced it, just in case there were any last minute changes to plans. We're still accelerating uphill. Of course, this is a 4-cylinder express passenger engine. It's a lovely engine. I'm sure you like the sounds as well. I'll be quiet for 5 minutes. Well, not 5 minutes. A few, good 30 seconds, I think. Just so you can hear the wonderful sounds. Happy with that? So let's have a quick look. Can you see the firebox flicker? It's flickering within each chuff. Now if we slow down and go to a stop, which I will not do, I might stop at Broken Heatfield, I think it's the next station. I may stop there just to show you if the fire hole doors stay open. I might stop at a couple stations, depending on how I feel, to be honest. But yeah, you can see it flicker. Different angles, down by the wheels, up front, 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 wheels, cam side, right up in the window. Looking back, whole cab, there, and back there. So the gradient is changing. It's currently a 1 in 80. The lovely sound of a four-cylinder working hard. Yeah, only going 20 odd mile an hour, and we are decelerating sadly. Don't want to lose too much pressure, but I don't think we've got lots of choice. We'll be downhill some parts of the way. It's a mix of uphill and downhill along this route. Just working out what's best. Should be locked. It won. I thought I'd locked it and I hadn't. So as you can see, the long boiler of the King sort of prevents you from seeing quite far. A little bit of speed for pressure. It's not gaining any pressure, but it'll just slow the loss of it. If we look where we are, Crowcombe Heathfield is just up here. We've got a little bit to go, but pressure is going down a bit too much for my liking. But not much choice, to be honest. She's definitely working hard. Seeing that pressure go down. This seems to be the thing with Train Simulator. The pressures go down remarkably quick. If you had a better fireman who'd do a bit more of that, it might be a bit better. I think we have control over the blower. This is rather annoying. So yeah. We're sort of stuck, losing pressure, but hopefully as we coast downhill at points, that pressure should gain. As you see on the external sides, you can see lamps. It's quite nicely detailed. So if anyone actually from the West Somerset Railway is watching this, they're very screaming at me. Three already left. Because I am full regging this upper 1 in 80. Oh, not too far. There we go. Not too far. It looks like it might be levelling out. express passenger train you were probably expecting. Anyway, if Chris, if you're still on, how's the stream running on your end? When I done the live stream with the thumper, I noticed on the playback it sounded a bit, I don't know how to word it, it did sound the best. I mean, practically begging for it to stop losing so much pressure on me. I want to sort of knock that regulator down. It isn't having none of it. It's only about 7 coaches. All good this end. Glad to hear. Of course, once before I tried to run the computer and phone at the same time and it didn't like it. I don't know if you ever remember, it really didn't like it. Looks like we've got a green signal. Yeah, it didn't like it, but now it seems fine. Unless that's the difference because I'm running through the computer. Ah, the pressure's sort of evened out now. It's probably the minimum pressure they stop at, to be honest. Come on, old girl. We're levelling out. What I'm going to do is try and stop before the crossing. All the not all the coaches will fit in. But, I mean, it should be fine. I just want to point out a stupid error I made during that whole hill climb, which has made the king seem quite impressive. Can any of you guess what mistake I made? We made it. Do you know why it was struggling so hard? Because some twonk left the handbrake on. I'll let that sink in. It's easy enough to do, but most locos aren't strong enough to, well, most locos aren't strong enough to move all in the game. They don't tend to shift that well with the handbrake jammed on, but that proves how powerful the king is, that it made it up a 1 in 80 with 7 coaches with the handbrake left on. We all make stupid mistakes. You can easily get distracted. But as stupid as that was of me, that was impressive that it done that. That's why we're using so much pressure. That was why we... Oh dear. Annoyingly, I have no control over stuff like the blower, so that's annoying. I'll tell you what though, I'm just going to open the cylinder drains. I'm going to put it in full forwards, just leave it like that for now. And let's have a little look round Crocombe Heathfield. Just give it a little bit of a chance to gain some pressure. So, more flowers. Nice little signal here. Yep, way out down there. Nice bridge over there. Some benches, blah blah blah. Nice little trolley, bins and all that. The West Somerset Railway is a lovely railway in real life. Nice cases on there. Signal box. Someone's got their bike there and they've got a drink on there. And then the platform turns into grass over here. Yeah, it seems very much like the Crocombe Heathfield that I remember. Look, there's a crossing behind. Look, so close. So close for having the whole coach in. Sorry, Mr. Guard, you've sort of got to get out the other door. Sorry. The other side, lamps and that, all paved up. Lamp room. Crowcombe he filled. Some fire buckets, one being engulfed by a tree. Come for coffee. I can just about read that, it's a bit pixelated. But I mean, for when you're going past it like that, you don't notice it. Train times. Table mustard. Cocoa. Cooked meat. Tickets. And I mean, it does go out of detail quite quickly. But it's alright. Oh, wonderful king. So what do you think, Chris? That was a bit... as stupid as it was, I'm quite impressed. Hopefully I shan't make that mistake again during this journey. I might not even dare touch the handbrake. Oh dear. Yep, that's all the coaches. Let's open the doors. Let's think about leaving again. So, I'm just going to shut the ejector quickly. And seeing as this fire hole door's open, whilst we set off, you'll get to see it glow quite nicely. As long as you don't shut it by the time the guard blows the whistle. There we go. There we go. Watch the fire glow. Look at that. It's definitely more noticeable as you go slowly. I did the same with my car when I was much younger and I nearly cooked the brake drums. Yeah, about right. There you go, he shut up the door now, he doesn't want us to see anymore. There you go. Do you notice how we're rolling off quite well? Quite a lot nicer now. So when this pressure gauge down here that says PSI, I don't know if you see the mouse bits down here, when that goes red you're losing pressure, when it's green you're slowly gaining pressure. Notice how it's going red now. Let's knock back the reverser to 10%. There we go. Just gonna... I want to try and be gaining pressure, but at the same time accelerating as well as I can. So I've got it down to 50% cut-off already. We're accelerating really nicely now. Ah, how it feels to be running smoothly. But also downhill, which makes things a bit easier. Always worth noting that. So as you can see on the footplate, the driver's got his pipe. And we've got our cups of tea. Right, we need to start thinking about brakes. And knock it back to 20. I'm going to shut this ejector a little bit. We are speeding a tiny bit, nothing too bad. I'll hold it at that for now. Ignore me missing the whistle boards. I just do them when I see it, when I guess them. The boiler's so long anyway, you can't see the other side that well. Because we're downhill, we can coast, which brings our pressure up nicely because we're not using any steam. So 171 at the moment, pounds per square inch. It's mad to think, some people don't really think about it, but every single square inch in that boiler is having that force put against it. At the moment, 171.4. Notice how we are accelerating again. Brakes on a little bit. We're slowing down again, so I promise we're not stuck to the exact same whistles. We got the one that we got the choice of long, we can hold it down as long as we want. Then we control space. We got a load of short blast ones. They're slightly different and that, and they change and all that. All this all right. 3 people watching apparently, so to anyone who's fresh to watching, hello and welcome to the live stream. We are speeding a little bit. I just got distracted looking at the chat there, so I think I better hold it back. There we go. This is the only problem with heritage lines, is 25 mile an hour. It's not actually that bad in person, but when you want to give a king class a bit of beans, when it's built for running at high speeds and that, it's a bit, I want to go faster sort of thing. Probably could, I'd get away with it, but let's not. Let's behave ourselves. Yep, so anyone welcome to the stream. I'm aware I done a poll the other day after my Thumper stream I done. Just asking people, what would you like to see? An either mix of both? You know, train simulator and model railways. You said you'd rather see more model railway stuff, which is fair enough. I'm happy to do that, but I thought, seeing as this is practically fresh and new, I might as well do a train simulator one today, and the next one I do will probably be a model railway. I would like to balance it out, because to be honest, it's nice being able to have the phone running and reading the chat. So yeah, as long as all sounds are still good in that, then I'm happy. Like I say, if you want the engine turned up or turned down or anything, let me know. Of course, you've got the volume yourself as well. I'm happy with the mix. I think a mix is quite good. It means I'm not just showing you Roger Bay all the time. Right. I don't think I'm going to stop at Stoke Gunber. I think I'll just roll through it. I think I'll roll through it. It's only a small platform. We stopped at Broken Heathfield, which I'm glad we did, because then I realised my stupid mistake. But it's good, we're alright now. We're gaining pressure. Let's go over to Stogamber. Let's stand in front of this man. Let's be one of them annoying people that stands in the way. You can hear the nice sounds of these AP coaches. Decent sounds to them. There we go. You may notice I've took the brakes fully off. We sort of levelled out temporarily there. downhill again, so I'm gonna play about with the brake a bit more. We are, funnily enough, going the speed limit. Could you believe it? Right. I nearly jinxed that. I jinxed it. I really did. There we go. Runner's going to chuck another round of coal on. I'm going to hold the brake there. So this is technically the boring part because you're just coasting. No sound is coming out the engine isn't working. Speaking, you know, it's not working hard, but we will get areas where she will. I think I'll stop at places like Willerton and Blue Anchor and stuff like that. I think I'll just stop at stations depending on how I feel. There we go. Just finished putting this round of coal on. See, I can have different HUDs up. I can have this one, which people like Steve Sound Supreme use. It's just useful. There's that HUD. I, for some reason, like this one. Just drifting down the grade, yeah. Drifting and drifting and drifting asleep. I think I've got enough time to see. Where am I? Right, I'm there. Next station is Willerton, so I might as well stop in there. I think that would be a nice place to stop. If we do a return journey, we've got all this to fight on the way up. A lot of foot crossings along this line. Not complaining, there's plenty of whistle opportunities. Going down a 1 in 100 gradient, which is nothing too bad. Pressure's building up nicely, so if anything this cruise down is doing us favours. Got a couple of bridges. How exciting. I hope you can't hear me when I'm having a sip of my drink. Don't want to disturb everyone. We've hit a level. Just need to take the brake off. You see I've got the ejector, so it only releases quite slow. That's all we need really. Now we're going back downhill. It's levelled out very briefly. That was enough to slow us down a bit. So I'll put my brakes up a bit. 21 seems to be a good speed for it to accelerate. Nice and slowly. Although it's decelerating now. So let's see, it's 22. Are you happy with that? Yep, you're happy with that. Eventually we will have some nice sounds of a King class running. Not coasting sounds. Yep, I believe every sound that's put into this loco is by Steam Sound Supreme. I Hopefully the rest was Caledonia Works. It's a good model. It's a good engine. I wanted to do Steam. I wanted to test the thumb. It was an easy thing to drive. There we go, we're speeding. I just thought it would be suitable for a test stream the thumper. Pull the ejector back a bit more so it's a bit more responsive. But I wanted to do a steam engine. What's funny, of course you can't see in real life what my view is apart from the screen. I've had my little Rapido Trains Hunslet just sat in front of my monitor for ages now. We are decelerating, so play with the small ejector. We've got a 15 approaching. Not quite ready to slow down there yet, but we will be very soon. Do you have any general train simulator questions or questions about model railway or anything? Let me know. I can try and answer them. There seems to be an arrow pointing out to me that there's a platform called Willerton. I don't know why. Don't think I've pressed anything. Shut it up. Yeah, I don't know why that's there. Right. We are at Willerton. I really don't know why that text is there, but it should hopefully disappear. Let's take the brakes down. I'm not planning to, because the platform's so short, I'm not planning to stop the loco in the platform. Ease off the brake a bit. There we go, that'll do. Just swing that forwards and we'll shut that and we'll have a little look at Willerton. Why not? We're here. You can see, like I say, I wasn't planning on stopping in time. Just let some of the back coaches in. Look, that's practically perfect, that bit. Yes, I don't know what this text is all for. Have I pressed something? Probably. No, I don't want to do that. Yep, I pressed something. Look, it's all gone now. Right, let's look at Willerton. This platform's fairly plain. Accurate though. And I believe it's about here. We have the rail cam. It looks up. Probably up by this signal. The real life rail cam that you can watch live. Nice. Crossing over here. Footbridge. Seems to be a buffer sticking out there. General platform, you've got the nice box and the crossing gates, which look quite nice. Wooden buildings, benches. That bike's back. Yeah, Willerton. Then we look at the sheds. It's quite a modern looking one. These are quite modern looking. We've got a bit of a yard round here. It sort of fades off. But we've got a big empty shed. But it's a shed nonetheless. So I'm just gonna do some screenshots. Everyone loves a screenshot. Ta-da! Right. That's quite good, isn't it? Is everyone happy? The whistle seems to be going. That'll turn that off. I find that with some things on Train Simulator. Let's let some people on and off. If anyone's scared of my driving, which they probably are. Does everyone have a death wish jumping on the engine I'm driving? Turn that down. I'm just waiting to hear a whistle. There we go. Really, I should be playing with the ejector already, but oh well. We're departing Willerton. And he just shut the firehole door so you can't see that wonderful glow, simply. I tell you what though, it does sound really nice. Finally, we can hear a bit of King Glass. We are losing pressure, but we're at 190. So, yeah, it's not the best, but better than now. Sorry for my silence, I'm very much concentrating on the pressure. And we've got Doniford Holt. We'll avoid that. Well, I say we avoid, we have no choice, we're going through it, but if you know what I mean, we'll just pass through it. So yeah, how is everyone? All good? I doubt the Train Simulator live streams will be as popular as the model railway. People like model railways. Would you believe it? Now the injector's been shut, we've got a bit of pressure to play with. Yeah, it's going red now, so I'm just going to knock it down a little bit. But you can see we're practically holding it even though we're not. Just as I say things, we get opposition. It's alright, we've got the 15 at Doniford Holt to play with now, so I'm just going to shut off. Trail of coaches behind us. So really I should be slowing down. In reality we are classed as speeding, but doesn't matter. There we go. We look like we're stopping, we're not. There's the sea. There we go. There's the king. Look at that. Did you see that glow in the firebox then? thought I'd open it up just to make some nice sound. So am I still coming through okay to everyone, or am I a bit muffled, or... And is the game sounding alright? I just want to make sure everything's running fine, and I don't want to keep playing it on my phone because then you hear it back and you don't want that. Watch it. We're approaching watch it, not watch it. When you speed and you get told to watch it. To 190 and we're gaining pressure, which is good news. All is good, glad to hear, Chris. Thank you very much for the stream update. So what do you think of this king? Do you like it? I do. Just wants to have a bit more thrashing, really, doesn't it? Yeah, I thought doing a bit of train simulator content would be nice for a change. With the ejector. Let's stand at watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. It's telling you, it's giving you a warning. Watch it. Just make sure all is good. It's not my favourite GWR Fox 6, so it's a powerful beastie. Blue yard, blue livery is really nice. I think it's really nice, Chris. Let's sacrifice a little bit of pressure for some thrash. Tight curve. Oh, just stopped it in time. We seem to be on a 20 limit for some time. Did you like that? See, I'm not sure. Ah, there we go, a bit speeding. I'm not sure if these streams have been as long as the model railway ones, just for the sake of, well, the journeys won't be as long unless I do a stupidly long run, which I'm not keen on doing. I don't normally do runs as long as the West Somerset Railway, so... I'm only doing this now just to watch that flicker. Look at that. It's amazing, look, I've shut off, decelerating, now let's open it up. Now, of course there are models that have this effect, but not all of them do, so it's quite nice to have. Yeah, I really like the BR blue on the King. I think it really suits it. I'd love to see some other Great Western engines in the BR blue. I think it'd look nice. And if I... Is it that? Oh, look at that. Brilliant guessing. Ah. Want the rods down though, don't we? Just got to make sure I'm pressing the right buttons. Ah, got to a crossing. That's my luck. Let's look like a trespasser here then. Sounds like we're struggling. Won't be for any time longer. King Thrash. Holding quite nicely actually. Nice slow acceleration. I see a whistle board coming up ahead. Which means it's time for the most fun bit. Knock down the regulator a little bit. We want to keep our pressure up. We are at nearly 200 psi, which is good. It's alright. We're not near blowing off temperatures or anything. But we're alright. Not too low. Notice how when the fireman puts the injector on, the pressure starts going down. Of course, he's forcing cold water into the boiler. Now, in reality, you should find the middle point of acceleration. Where it holds its speed. That's quite a good spot actually. I think the sounds are quite nice. The only thing I'd ask for is a better sound of it being thrashed, you know, but it all goes down to what the people like Steam Sound Supreme can get. If they can only get audio files of the King working calmly and slowly and not working hard, then that's what they've got to make do with. So I think the recordings were done really well, nice and crisp, nice and hope you can in the gaps that I don't talk you can actually catch a gap to admire the wonderful sound of it. Holding our speed quite nicely, accelerating very slowly, and we are approaching Washford, and once we've gone through Washford it'll be a 25. To think we're about half an hour till getting to Minehead, which is good news. So we have been running for nearly an hour. Look at that. And again you can see the flicker and the firebox. I just love that effect, I think it's quite nice. Like I say, not everything has that model, so it's nice that it has been modelled. Hello, Washford. Nice shed. This was where the Somerset and Dorset Trust was. Home of the Somerset and Dorset Railway Trust Museum and Workshops, where they had Kilmersdon and other locos. And of course they got moved out. So this route hasn't been updated beyond since they left. Nice coach sounds. Sound quite nice coasting. And we have levelled out. We're in fact going to be going downhill now, so a little bit more coasting. It says we're speeding, we're not. It's just changed. So yeah, if people enjoy these live streams, then I'll keep doing them. I know people enjoy the model railway ones. And to be honest, I like doing the model railway ones, they're quite relaxing. It's nice to change it up a bit, do a bit of Train Simulator, why not? One of the reasons I started the YouTube channel was actually to do live streams. Believe it or not. And I never had the equipment to do it. Never did. And now I have a... Well, I've had for over a year now of gaming PC, so it can run this quite happily at a decent set quality as well. I think we can release those brakes a little bit. We're slowing down a bit. We probably want that ejector peppered with a little bit more so it's a little bit more responsive. A bit more coasting, I'm afraid. The only reason I'm slowing it down so much is because I want to check the map. Where are we now? Look at that. We're nearly there. Our next stop is Blue Anchor. And I might stop at Blue Anchor for a little bit. Sorry, I can't help myself, I just like the sound. Right, I've got messages coming through, so I just disappeared off the chat very briefly. I'm still playing the game. Right, I'm back on the chat. No new messages, so all is good. So far the chat has only been Chris, which is alright. If anyone else feels like they want to say hello, I don't bite. I'm happy to say hello. Now, back, I think the last time I actually went to this railway in real life, I went to Blue Anchor on the steam engine and then took the DMU to Minehead. It's alright. I don't find DMU rides as fun for some reason, but they're alright. Not that I'm saying don't take a DMU ride on a heritage line, because the heritage DMUs are quite nice. I don't find them as fun. Steam all the way. Yeah, but self-map. Coasting nicely, we've got to slow down anyway, so need to make sure the stream is on playing. Otherwise my phone automatically turns itself off, so I don't want that. I was trying to tell if the whistle sounded a bit different to when I started the stream. I think it's just me. I'm losing it. Slow down a little bit. Just because we got a 15 now. We are approaching Blue Anchor. And I shall stop here. I shall stay for a few minutes. I will disappear. Not cut the stream off, don't worry, I'll just disappear for a minute. Can you see that? I don't think cylinders are meant to run through platforms. Right, I'm just going to leave this in full forwards. Cylinder cocks. You see the old coaches. Oh yeah, some of the cars do not like this crossing, so you will see some cars drive through the King. But yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? The only thing is that gate isn't loading properly, which is annoying. It's ruining the screenshots. That'll do. Got not much choice. Right. I'll be back a second. I'm gonna mute myself, disappear for a few minutes, and I should be back. Probably not even a few. Probably about 2 minutes. I'm just gonna change start of the stream. I forgot what it said. You can't see anything now. What have I done? I've broken it. Oh no. I just realised you can't hear me there. Right, so you can see that. Oh, not the mic. Yeah, we've got a little problem now. Let me try and fix it quickly. Is that gonna do anything? Oh no. Oh! I think it's back. Yep, it's back. Right. I will be back. Right, I should be back. Sorry if I made you jump. Chris, can you confirm I'm back? I've just seen your commenting. The end of the platform was a bit close. Yeah, it was sort of scraping through the cylinder. We should just ignore that slightly. In real life, the railways had Kings running on it, so I think they've done the platform a little bit out. It's fair enough. Great Western engines. Their cylinders and all that. Back on, yeah. I went off and it's a... I changed the scene just for the sake of it. And I had to add a new game capture device, or whatever that means, on OBS. I'm sure you've heard Alan talk about OBS once before. Also noticed the crossing goes through the track, not the other way around, but... Oh dear. So, yeah, we should be fine now. So let's have a little look round Blue Anchor. So yeah, if you can hear me, Chris, just say so, or if anyone is on the stream, please do say that you can hear me. Blue Anchor signal box. Now I don't know if I've stood in it, but I've been up by the window looking through it and seen the wheel that controls the crossing. That's quite fun to watch them use. Nice buildings. And if I remember correctly, stayed on this platform. Yeah, went in there, had a little nose about, and we picked up our DMU. It started raining. All good, thanks, Chris. Glad to hear you're hearing me and I'm not just on the screen looking like an absolute loony, just going around for no reason. Yeah, it was all raining, so we were under this shelter and then hopped on the DMU and rattled all the way back up to Minehead. This platform for trains to Dunster and Minehead. Yep, the crossing. I don't know if you saw any cars go through the crossing or not. There you go, there's the beach. Looking lovely. I walked along this road here in real life once before. And then the old camping coaches. Look how warm they look. It's just a picture slapped on the side, but it's nice to see. What I do wish, though, is that these are added as a scenic detail, not as a coach. As I wish they could actually be shunted about. So if you wanted to use them in like a shunting session sort of thing, and shunting the old rotten coaches ready for restoration or something like that. Or just chucking them in the siding. Enjoying the stream. Glad to hear, Chris. I'm very glad to hear that. So I think we are ready to depart Blue Anchor. So let's open the doors. It's quicker doing that. Just pull back on the ejector a little bit. Maybe a bit more. Bit more. Okay, we'll just go all the way. Tell you what, I will use the handbrake and I will remember to remove it. Trust me. If not, you're just going to have to ask me. Have you turned the handbrake off? We've only got just short of 4 miles to go. Right, handbrake off. Important part. I think we've played in that with the whistle enough. Let's make some king sounds. We're £211. Glad to know we're gaining. I can turn it up for myself. And we're speeding. Right. Annoyingly, we've got to slow down. That'll do. And now we can speed up. I'm only full regging it for the fun of it. You can't say that didn't sound nice. Really can't. Yeah, I lost a few pounds on the pressure gauge, but I heard a bit of king thrash, so I'm happy. I had to turn the volume up for my headphones, it was too good to miss out on. I hope you like that. I might play back on that after the stream's done or something. That was too enjoyable. Sadly, we're coasting now. Dumpster, which, if memory serves me correctly, hopefully it has, got Dunster, and then Minehead. There we go. Doing well. Progress. Sorry, I'm seeming a bit more enthusiastic now. I've given the king a bit of thrash. I apologise. Even the subtle chuff's quite nice to listen to, but I mean the full reg in it is just it's too good. It's too good. And I know I'm going to play this back and call myself an idiot for how stupid I sound. Being so enthusiastic about thrashing the king class on the game. I know we're coasting now, but a lot of coasting. Hopefully, a return when I reload the game will be a bit nicer. So I'm gonna. We've got to slow down. Can you see that? Someone's driving over my crossing. I don't know if you saw that. Let's sound angry. So yeah, we'll quick have a look. Shed, sidings, scene, van, cable drum. Done. King. Time for the king. The next train does not stop here. So, our final destination is Minehead. It's the last station, the end of the line. We're at the beach. Doesn't that sound good? At the beach. It's cruising. 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 25! Probably hear it playing through the microphone is what I'm hearing. Now normally you'd be a bit more gentle and calm, I wanted to have a bit more fun. Sorry. Guilty for being, well, enjoying myself. How on earth would you do that, Matthew? I think it's all fun and games being all sensible and leisurely on this game. But in reality, you want to give it the leads. There is actually another whistle if you hold down tab. It isn't as good. It's from, I know that sound's used on the Victory Works manor. I know as far as that. Nice subtle shot. 205 on the clock. Yeah, not too bad, not too terrible. Not the best. It's not too dull again, as I said before. So yeah, I'll probably play back on the stream a bit and see what it's like. The only thing is, you never get the true quality come through on a live stream because you're pushing out so much data live, you know. Whereas a video would be a bit higher quality to be honest. 10 mile an hour speed limits coming up. Oh, pain. Just for the crossing. I know I'm being a bit keen on the whistle, but don't have to, does it? Ah, my mouse got stuck on. Yeah, we're gonna flag up the speeding, but oh well. Stay around here, and we will get a red bar and say, well done, you've done this quick drive scenario, because it's a quick drive scenario, and if it was a free roam and that, then it'd be a different situation. But I mean, I didn't want to play about with points and risk derailing on a live stream. So just cruise into Minehead. And I won't have time to show you around on this part of the run, but when I load up the return, then I should do that. So in reality, you'll probably stop the train before this crossing, before this point, because you want to run around. Stop here. Slam the brakes on, cylinder cocks open, handbrake on, the reverse. You probably in reality go in reverse a little bit, just to buffer up for coupling, etc. But yeah, that don't matter for now. There we go, thank you for the quick drive scenario, blah-de-da, and we've done it, hooray. And so, I'm going to go to this scene which will probably be a massive mistake of mine, because I'll probably end up having this problem again. So, we want to go Minehead, back to Bishop's Lydiard, and I don't know what the time was in the game, but I'll just set it to 11 o'clock. I know I could look back on it, but I can't be bothered. Let's pretend it's 11 o'clock. Even though it's, in real life, it's just gone 9. So here we are, we're loaded back up again. And of course you're gonna fail, so that's okay. I understand. Oh no, I forgot my bucket spade, we'll have to go back. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the whole reason we're going back for you, Chris. We're let me just set up the game capture. Hopefully eventually it will work, promise. There we go, it's showing up on my thing. Right, Intercity, and let's set up the head code, just making sure you can see it. Can I have a confirmation for sound, visuals, etc. Then I'll show you around Minehead. Even though you forgot your bucket and spade, Chris, we'll have to go back in that. I will have to just check a message. All good, thanks Chris. I'm just going to check a message. I've got a few messages to be honest, but I'll go to the most important ones and answer them. And I think we are okay. We're alright. All is good, all is good, all is good, all is good. So, let's show you around Minehead, shall we? So let's go right down. We've got all these sidings which should normally be filled with rubbish and wagons and locos and stuff. Minehead signal box. Got some track work. Always good. A shed. A shed. A shed. Would you believe it? Oh, water tower. And crane. Some skips. What's in them? Rubbish that's unidentifiable. Can't identify it. There you go. That's the word. Bricks. Stuff. Diesel fueling. Engine shed. Normally you'd see an engine out here. And actually, in real life, I believe that's a pit. Ooh, a pit over here. And back here, 4110 used to sit. Now she's at East Somerset Railway, running passenger trains, no longer Barry wreck. The ice cream little shack thing, that is genuinely there. I know that. There used to be a box about here for 4110, I think. Donate, or was it here? I can't remember exactly. You got shops and stuff like that. There used to be a bookstall out around here. There's our coaches, little containers there, and then the famous turntable. And I could put a loco on there and turn it around and all that. And I'm not going to, because we've definitely turned it all around in the space of seconds. So. Funnily enough, we have £245 on the clock. Our fireman's been busy in the seconds that seconds from when we stopped over on the other platform. So there's only one question to ask. Are we ready to go? Are you all ready for a return journey? It will take just over an hour to return. Reader's halt. Nice lamp. The annoying thing about these AP coaches, the one thing that annoys me, is the lamp, the tail lamp. These sides would not glow red. I've got my tail lamp. It would glow with the standard paraffin flame. Only the lens will be red. Anyway. Little round over. Look at that. People are standing ready to board. a screenshot. Can't help myself. I think we're ready to go. Are we, Chris? What do you think? My ears are overheating. Peep. Right, let's let all these people on. Look at that. Everyone wants to go behind my driving. Brave people. Ejector. Vacuum brake. Pull back. Oh, brilliant. Fireman's opened the doors. Hopefully, we shall get some of that wonderful blowing. Just waiting for the guard. Yep, that's right away. Make sure this idiot hasn't put a handbrake on and left it on. There we go, and off we go. Just watch that glow. I enjoy it. There we go. We better slow down, sadly. Watch the coaches roll by. Safety valve blown off. We are going just a little bit too fast, but oh well. Rolling by. It's amazing they've even managed to flip all the coaches around. Isn't that brilliant? Magic, that. Yeah. We're decelerating, but no need to accelerate. We're going the speed limit now. Could you believe it? Yeah, there we go. And annoyingly, we've got this slow cruise until we go past 25 with all the coaches. That iconic Great Western ticking sound. Tick, 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 tick. That's to do with the brakes. Whilst I remember, I'm going to knock this ejector back. Still leave it cracked open, just nowhere near as much. And the last coach rolls by. Rotate the camera. And turn my headphones up. Go, go, go. Whoa, look at that. That was some wheel slip and a half. We're not actually losing pressure that quickly. That's how it's marked at 26, but it's not quite registered. It was probably 25.9999999 miles an hour. Sorry, I just enjoyed doing that too much. And we didn't lose much pressure that time, so it doesn't matter. What did you think of that then? As Fred Dibner says, did you like that? Yeah, you like that. Safety valves going. So we'll have to pick up Chris's bucket spade, he's left it behind. Ah, I accidentally pressed Windows key, so we're going to be paused. There we go. Of course we're on the level. million crossings. It's annoying, the safeties are blowing off and I'm raring to go now. The king wants to go. The king's asking for it. It's blowing off. And annoyingly, we've got to slow down. Whistle there, so $15 is alright on the gauge for slowing down because it isn't too harsh. It's powerful enough, you know. I'll just roll through here. After all, we are actually set at express passenger non-stop. Bet they never thought back when the King was built that an express passenger service along an old branch line at 15 miles an hour would be a thing. Safety's blown off again. Fireman must be getting quite embarrassed. You'll see a truck just drive through a King Plus. Drive through some marked ones. Ready for crashing the King again. Here we go. We've got 10 mile an hour to make up. Like I say, normal people would just go a bit leisurely, getting up to speed. I just want to make a bit of a racket. Gotta have your fun. Can't go without having fun. Any more messages? See if I'm wanted. Coasting. So I did have some messages, so I was replying to them. I feel very much like I'm running a radio station when I do these live streams, because I mean, they say never go silent on the radio, and I don't want to go dead silent on a live stream. But I mean, you get away with it a bit more on the live stream, especially for this situation, because at least you get to hear the King. The only problem is it's coasting, so it's not making much noise to put massive smiles on your faces. it's not doing the talking at the moment. But nearer to Bishop's Lydia, we have some hills, so we'll make a bit more sound. Credit when it's due to the great people who design, well, to the people who built the locomotives, who designed them. I mean, this kit is a fabulous bit of kit. In real life, of course. This is a good model of it. It's very nice. But yeah, to the people that actually worked hard and built these in real life, you know, these are great things. Powerful beasts, you know, they're worked hard. So I'm just slowing down to the speed limit. Some cars stopped on the crossing, isn't that annoying? Well, someone's going to lose the back end of a car. I think I will stop here. It's a nice station to stop at, even if you've seen it all now. Doing the standard stuff. We'll shut that for now. Just admire the loco whilst we can. I think they've done a very good job making this model. Well, this loco, this model for the game. The only thing is you can't see down the frames, so there's no inside motion represented, I don't think. Oh, there is motion. I might actually stick my head in there. Let's see. I overshot it a tiny bit by one door. Does that matter? And also the coaches are through the platform, so I think we better move quick. Tell you what, I'll put on the handbrake. And I will try and remember to remove that handbrake. That's going to be my thing for the rest of the stream, is just taking the mick at myself. Just waiting. Waiting to hear a whistle. That's what I like about the AP coaches. Most coaches on Train Simulator, the doors, here we go. With Train Simulator, most of the things, the doors all open at the same time, shut at the same time and everything, and it's not very good. So, don't mind me. I just want to see if it didn't look like it moved, did it? Oh well. There you go, that's some wheel slip for you. Hey, a bit more. It's because I'm trying to give it the beans. There we go. Thing is, by the time you've given it the full reg, it's up to speed. There we go. Blue Anchor is exactly south of me across the Bristol Channel. Ooh. Right, seeing as the fire hole door's open, I'm going to thrash it from in here. Yeah, that's enough. Bit of flange swell from the coaches. We're only doing this journey really because Chris left his bucket and spade behind. Can't believe it. It's a lovely railway in real life, this place. It's a shame they suffer so much financially all the time. I mean, the scenery is nice. I mean, A, it's the longest heritage line in the UK, and B, it's just the scenery, you know. I think a lot of railways would trade in their arms and legs, you know, if they could have a seaside railway that went to all different beaches. They're very lucky, West Somerset. Ah, we're going uphill. Which means some loco thrash. Finally, a bit of noise. What we've been waiting for, eh? Actually decelerating, which means a bit more regulator, which means more noise. Now, doesn't that sound nice? I mean, some would beg to differ, some would disagree with me. I think it sounds nice. Steam Sound Supreme has done an excellent job. Just, well, like I say, the only thing I'd say is make it sound a bit louder as you thrash it. Nothing. Where's an out? Any emails? Out. Flash bell. There's a 20 approaching, so I don't think I'm going to bother about the fact that we're going to be losing some speed. It's also downhill from Washford, so apparently there's like only a couple people watching right now, which is okay. Definitely not as popular as the standard model railway live streams, which is fair enough. I'm not fussed about that. As nice as it is having some more viewers, viewers aren't everything. As long as there's at least one extra person to enjoy what you're doing, that's the main thing. The flange swell from the coaches. Again, more flicker from the fire. We are levelling out, so I'm just going to shut off. There we go. We'll just coast. Slow down naturally a little bit. I think we will want a bit of persuasion from the brakes. There we go. We've slowed down enough already. Let's go on the platform, shall we? It's always nice having these pass-by shots. while speeding. This is the section that stays at 20 for some time. I forgot about that. I knew we would be speeding because I gave it a little bit of regulator, so you got a bit of chuffing as we went around that, went through the station. So yeah, I'm willing to accept that. We are slowly decelerating. I'm not too fussed that we're going 2 miles an hour over. This is the thing, second it flags up 1 mile an hour over, it starts shouting at you. I have a way to get rid of that. We're not speeding now. In fact, there is a speedo in the cab. It's down here. Not the highest quality, but I mean from there it's alright. I mean zoomed up it's a bit blurry, but it's alright. Someone needs to get some brasso on this pipe work though. Can't believe it. Be shouting at them volunteers down the sheds. I don't know why I'm playing about with the regulator when I could just release the brakes a little bit. There we go. I feel like Whistle's the best. You would think these shorter burst ones sound a bit higher quality, but being an express passenger engine, I feel like those longer ones, I don't know, they just sound a bit better, in my opinion. That's a crossing. Take a little screenshot, why not? Thing is, screenshots look better when you've removed that and like adjusted it, because that HUD just blocks the sort of perception, I guess. You know, take a screenshot, you won't get this HUD in it, it disappears briefly. But I mean, to remove it, you can sort of angle it and know what's best, you know. Oh, hello. Right, we've got a couple other people watching now. So, Trekside Mike, hello, welcome to the live stream. A King class today. Yep, and hi Joe. How are you, Joe? Again, King class today. West Somerset Railway, King class. King Edward II, I believe. Yep, King Edward II. Caledonia Works is King. Very nice model indeed for this game. Sadly, you've caught us at our slowest. We're in a long stretch that's limited to 20 miles an hour. And it's downhill, so we're coasting. You've missed the bit where we were uphill. It was uphill to watch it, and now we've gone beyond that, it's all downhill. But we will hit an area of uphill again, don't worry. Estimated arrival at Bishop's Lydiard is apparently 12 o'clock, which is in half an hour, and we've got 9 miles to cover, which is alright. Not complaining, not fussed when we get there, to be honest. So, I'm good, thank you, how are you? I'm alright, Joe. I'm alright. Leveling off a bit, I think. I'm not too sure, Joe. As you know, I done that one where I was teaching you a little bit. I don't know when I shall be doing them next. Hopefully in the not too distant future though, because I do enjoy doing it. Nice being there early in the morning before everyone else. Watching the sunrise over Cranmore. It's quite nice. Watch it. That's a tight bend and a half, isn't it? No wonder it's a 20. Got a flange squirrel whilst going around here. And we're downhill again. And we're marked as speeding. So, okay. Slow down for that. Always worth slowing down if you're speeding. You wouldn't believe it, would you? Going around more bends. And the long boiler just obstructs your view. Because apparently a watch is somewhere. There we go. Just here. We'll watch it from here. I'm not too fussed if we're speeding. What's No, not steam. Well, I don't know when I'm next steam racing, Joe. Oh, I shall find out. Ah! The brakes are jammed on. Fun fact, we're stopping. Ah. Okay then. I mean, if we're stopping, then okie doke. Might as well. Perfect. We'll stop here then. It's a nice little station anyway. Going round and through the buildings. They're invisible inside. Would you believe that? Yeah. So, again, there you go. Oh, look at that. Plenty of badly made boats. But I mean, when you're up here, you don't really see it. It's actually just quite a nice detail to have even in the distance. Have you got Odney Manor? I have the Manor class, so I could turn it into Odney. Well, make an Odney. I decided not to go out for a drink tonight, so I can get a full day of modelling in tomorrow. Sounds like a plan, Chris. Sounds like a very good plan. Yep, definitely sounds like a plan. Right. Doors. Handbrake it, because we are on a bit of a gradient. I'm going to remember to remove that handbrake as well. Pressure's not brilliant, but it's not terrible. 215 is okay. We were using it going uphill. Fireman shut his door so we can't look at that wonderful fire glow. Here we go. Let's thrash it again. The reverser seems, well, the pressure, sort of the ratio between pressure and being able to open it up seemed to be about 50% on there. Here we go. Of course we're going to lose a ton of pressure doing this, although it's not going down too fast, actually. That whistle board for the other direction reminded me how fun it is to blow the whistle. And of course we've lost a few pounds there, but it doesn't matter. We've still got plenty to keep us going. Oh, well, I'm just going to coast because Doniford Holt's coming up and that's a 15 again. I enjoy doing that too much. Like I say, most people just gradually build up the pressure, but slowly do it. Now, just again, like Joe just said, speed and power. Speed and power. It makes the best sounds when you do that. The only problem is it makes its good sounds for about 2 seconds. Yeah. That's a bit dramatic. 5 to 10 seconds, there you go. Right, let's think about slowing down a little bit. Just as we go through Doniford Holt. Nice little Holt station. Under a bridge as well. It's quite a pleasant little place. Nice sound of the coaches rolling by. And then it's another case of speed and power to the enjoyment of everyone. We are slowing down way below 15 now. Well, we're down to 12. But there's no point in rushing it because we got to the 25 and then we can do this. Because I enjoy this too much. And again, now we're sped up, Willerton's approach. We're approaching Willerton, which is a 15. I remember we did that with the Ivor on Gala. I think we did it with a few engines. Water's being put in, so we're losing a bit of pressure from that. I'm going to stop at Willerton for a couple of minutes, I think. Let's think about slowing down for the 15. We are approaching Willerton. There's the sheds. 15 isn't just yet, but might as well slow down for it. We're going over these points anyway. There we go. We've definitely slowed down enough for that. Except you've already missed the station tours, basically, Joe. On the way down to Minehead, I've done that. Oh, anyway, I'll do. We're not going to get all the coaches in. Oh, we might do, actually. No, we won't. Now, normally, you'd stop before that point anyway. You'd probably stop at the signal, because if any other trains were coming the other way now, you've sort of blocked them getting in and you can't get the token. You see? But for the sake of this, no other trains are running today. It'll be fine. It will be fine. So I'm just looking at where we are and everything. What's our next stop? Stogumber. That's an interesting screenshot. Right, I'm going to disappear for another minute, and I'll be back in a minute. I'm back. Don't want to make anyone jump on purpose, totally. Right. Gonna open the doors. We're gonna set off. No more dilly-dallying. As enjoyable as it is here, I think it's time to go. Look at that. Busy as anything. I think more people than just Chris. Don't think it's just Chris who's there we go. Left his bucket and spade behind. Let's go. Chuffing out the chimney. I don't know why that is. Probably more of a mistake, coding error. This is an updated version though. Because they updated it twice since I bought it. And I only updated it yesterday. The updates are much older. That's a sensible acceleration, right. Got myself a class 40, D356, and a class 52 from Western Pioneer, my lab exhibition. That sounds brilliant, Chris. Do they run alright? I remember a post he did of Rodney Man at the West Somerset College. It's my favourite. I know you're quite fond of it. I'm sorry, I'm being sensible, aren't I? haven't run them yet. They were cheap, so who knows? I'm sure they'll be alright. And if not, a quick service and they'll be perfect, I'm sure. Someone's put water in the boiler. So, just making sure, I think you seem to be, from what I'm saying, that you can hear me and see everything fine, can you? I assume you can see everything fine because it's playing on my phone perfectly fine. Nice to actually have a climb now. We are losing a bit more pressure than I'd like to, but still, we're making a climb. And we're keeping up time, really. 1 minute past 12, it seems to think, which considering I walked away, that's fine. Pardon me. All speeding, how dare I? That seems to be holding okay. Lady Nan on the West Somerset. That's all I'm going to say. This was speeding. Not by much, so I'm just going to leave it to coast. There we go. We're fine now. We're not going to get told off. Not going to get shouted at. No, I'm sure the West Somerset team have gone faster than 25 before. Once or twice, I'm sure. And another crossing. Slowly accelerating, so I'm happy with that. Makes some nice sound as well. We're just over 4.5 miles away as well, so we're doing well. Good progress. Yeah, doing all right. I was thinking about doing another stream tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll be about to do it. Might, but it would be later. 8. No, it would be later than 8, sorry. Probably more 9 o'clock at night. I'm not too sure yet. Not on me. Yeah, okay. You can get apps to test how fast they're going as well, which is always fun. Done it at North York Moors once. Yeah, they definitely went faster than 25. But shadow of a doubt. Eric right behind the coach, right behind Eric Tracy. Can't get the word. That was fun. That's all I'll say. More than 30. It was good. Good run. It's nice that the King's actually making some sound now, even if the pressure's stupidly low. Annoyingly low. Like I say, this is the thing with train simulators. The pressure just drops. Oh well. We got downhill after such a slow number, so we'll be fine. Run seems to have a bit more loco sound to it, those sorts of things. Could have run straight through a slow jumper as well. I might stop at Crowcombe, not too sure. Might just do a full run. We've made that minute, so... Sounds good enough. Leveling out. Army Mouse has decided to have a funny moment then. There we go. Just about catching it. Can you get full 110 on the SR or Somerset Railway? I have not... Well, you can buy the large Prairie, and you can... With anything, as long as you've got the class, you can set the number. Small Prairie, so I have 4555, I have Panniers, so I can have L92 and stuff like that, but I haven't got large prairies. Some are on my to-get list. It's good sound, King. I've got no standard messages. I see okay. Speeding. How dare I? But yeah, you can basically get Lady Man. Oh, sorry, 4110. You just got to buy the last Prairie pack and then you set the numbers. This is nice. This bit. We didn't have this on the way down to Minehead. A nice consistent chuffing uphill for a little while. Message? No, it's just gone 10 o'clock. On past 10. Still a bit of light outside. Nice consistent chuff. I like that. This is the area where it's constant whistle boards. So enjoy the whistles now. Look, we just crossed the crossing and look, there's another one. Something tells me approaching Crowcombe because we're 1.6 miles away from Bishop's Lydia, so definitely close. Yeah, Crowcombe. I don't think I'll stop. I think I'll go straight there, straight into Bishop's Lydia. It's going to be a downhill coast, I believe, on the way back now. Yeah, it will be. I'm going to misbehave and stand in front of the barrier. See, it's one angry driver. It's a nice run, this route, isn't it? Sadly, it looks like we're at the end of our wonderful uphill King class thrashing session. The whistle sounds like 56. Well, that's a great Western whistle, isn't it? I think the whistle recorded is from the real 6023. Oh, what's my point set? Ah, that side. I think I shall stand this side. Here we go. And now it's downhill. 56375 643. Five, 6, 3, 7. Well, I think we're on about. Joe was joined Cranmore after the 56 left, but he probably remembers it from when he probably visited when he was younger. All the days of volunteering. I remember the 56. It was an alright engine, it was just disposing of the smoke box. I'm glad I managed to avoid doing that. I'm just so glad. Opposite like that. Basically, you'd have to put a plank of wood over the buffer beam because there was no room over the front because, well, as you know, the smoke box just hung over, just hung out in the way. You joined the day L92 visited. I got my model of L92 now. It only took me over a year to get it. I think it was the last full day I had in Yorkshire. I sat on the sofa at my dad's and I looked. Thought, oh, I'll just see. Then now it comes up, but you know, I'll just have a look. And first thing come up L92, I'm like, Dad, I'm buying an engine today. And about 2 minutes after seeing it, it had been bought by yours truly, and I've got it in as a nice model. Runs no different to the other Bachmann pannier tanks, but it looks alright. Pull it goods with bunker rather than a tender, yeah. I Of course, 5637's under overhaul now. So, sadly, we've got this coasting now. What's good is I've got my 2 fingers on the controls for the brake on the keyboard, but the palm of my hand covers the whistle, the space bar, so I can do the whistle as well. Just fettling about with the brakes. I need a London Transport pannier. I think we all do. People really desire them though. They're very popular and they go so quick. In fact, the other day, Pattons had sent me an email saying, we've got an L92 in stock. I saw the email about half an hour after they sent it. I clicked on it and it sold. In less than half an hour. The L92 is the really well desired one and I got it. Luckily I tend to see them go for 120 or one. I managed to get it for just short of 100. Apparently 16XXs don't steam too well. I might have the 16XX on the train simulator. The pannier tanks I got is the open cab Hornby Railroad one, the Railway Children one, L92, probably another one. Just coasting down the 1 in 20. You say sadly. I wouldn't say sadly. She's under overhaul. That just means she's going to be brought back to steam. Better than being sat in a museum. We're 0.3 miles away, so not much longer of this slow drag down. So how's the stream running, everyone? Is it alright? Apparently there's a discussion in the Stream is fine, stream is perfect. Glad to hear. Very glad to hear. time got tonight now. Good weather and tomorrow, so lots of dark brown rust. White and smoke. Black. Weathering powders. About the place. Ooh. Bit of fun weathering then, eh, Chris? Enjoy. I've got good news for you, lot. Bishop's Lydiard is in sight. I think the thing's broken. I swear we were 3-2 miles away back a mile ago. Don't seem to be going down either. I think it's broke. But we have made up time because when we set off, it's reckon we get there about 12:05. And it reckons we get there. Oh, right, it's lagged out. It seems to think we get there at 11:58. Don't think we're going to get there at that time, considering it says 12:06. Yeah, I think that the ETA and the amount of miles left is just close. Oh well, don't matter. We're here. I can tell you how far away we are. Well, I can't show you, but if I point to the screen, there. Right. Let's make sure we stop with all the coaches in place. Man in the way. And there we go. We're here. There we go. I went to take a screenshot, but we're done. So this is the general stuff you see. If I just set it to that, for now I'll just load it up, and I'm not going to run anything else, I don't think, to be honest, because we've done. I'll set up this, but I think I've done enough driving for today. I hope you agree, because that's been a lot of driving. Right, I just got to get my bucket and spade and we can go back to mining. Well, I'm not driving in this one, Chris. But yeah, I mean, I think that's enough driving for today. I think so. I think so indeed. Wrong thing. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Chris. Glad you enjoyed it indeed. Let's set this up, because otherwise Joe will kill me. I don't think. There you go. You're a headache, Joe. You really are. Don't worry, Chris. I'm not just being cruel to Joe. I know him in real life. Right. I'm free. Right, I'm going to sit here for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. Any questions? Ask away. Like I say, the model railway streams will last longer. As you know, I have done 6-hour-long streams before. But that's not today. Because we've been going for 2 hours 40 minutes, which I think is a good run. Basically, I have done Bishop's Lydia. Chris has been here the whole time. Bishop's Lydia down to Minehead, Minehead to Bishop's Lydia. So I think that's a good enough run. I hope you have enjoyed hearing the king makes a bit of noise, especially on the way back. That sounded quite nice. I'm definitely going to play back some of the stream just to have some noise, just listen to it, see how it was. But yeah. When will the next stream be? I'm not too sure. There is actually a possibility of tomorrow, but yeah, I doubt it. I'm not too sure yet. I'm not sure if I'll be going on. If I do, it will be something like from 9 o'clock, so it'll be a bit late. Like I say, I'm just not too sure yet. I'll see how it goes. If there's a stream, you'll see it come up. If there isn't, then not my problem. So yeah, just any questions. I don't want to stay too silent, but tell you what, I've got messages to tend to because I'm that popular that people actually message me sometimes. Isn't that amazing? So I'm not looking at the chat right now as I'm speaking. Send in a message, I will get back onto the chat. Now. No one lost anything, so that's alright. Oh no. Oh, right, I'm off. Thanks for an early night. Thanks for the stream and chat. But that's alright, Chris. I mean, we have hit the end of the stream anyway, so end of running, so yeah, it was a good time to say goodbye. So yep, take care, Chris, and I shall talk to you again soon, I'm sure. Any questions, safety valves going off again. I sort of leave this sort of end bit because what seems to happen normally on the computer, I don't know if it did it last time, but sometimes the stream sort of gets cut short. I don't think it actually did last time. I think it's just the little test ones I done that are literally like a few minutes long got cut down to seconds for some reason, so just give this extra bit of time just in case it does that so people can still watch the full run, but as well as it gives people an opportunity to ask questions. Cut off and say goodbye. we've had a good run. I don't know how, well, nearly 3 hours, so yeah. But yeah, any questions then say so now, or forever hold your peace. And if any, I see someone else has joined, so well, you've missed the run, the return journey, Bishop's Review to Minehead and back. If you want to know half hours now, it's not good. No, there isn't. There is a model of Lady Nana. There's a model of Andrew Barclay, but not the 12 different Nanas, bigger cylinder one. And there's an engine that is American that looks a bit like Nan, you know, similar livery. But I mean, I did actually think partly buying it and doing it as a Nan, but it would basically be a Lady Nan instead of, and I'd rather wait for the possibility that someone makes one. Yeah. Nice to see the engine stationary and just bits of smoke coming out the chimneys. I mean, at least it gives it a sense of being alive still. But yeah, that's it. We've got to go to the next one, so I can't remember if I'm going to Is that all, Joe? Say so if it is, and then I'll end the stream. I'm tired now. It's because I've took my headphones down. Well, they're around my neck. My ears were getting too hot, you know. And as soon as I'm not really needing to listen to the engine, I'm having them on the ears. So I've just got them up to the mic because the mic's attached. Yeah, I'll play back the stream and everything, and hopefully it's alright. Well, everyone's been saying it's alright, so hopefully it actually is alright, and none of you have been lying to me. Don't know what you lot are like, you know. Right. I should give it another minute. Another minute. If there's an said, I'm saying goodbye. Simple as. I need to apologise. Enjoy your streamers, I forgot that. Have fun. Don't forget, you've still got plenty to learn, so keep it up. Slow and steady is the right way to go as well. You don't want to rush it and make mistakes. I don't mean the slow and steady as in take all day clearing the brakes slow and steady. I mean as in don't rush to get past as a steam ranger. Because you don't want to just be going crazy and then that's that, you know. You're more likely to make mistakes. Go leisurely, you know. I mean, I'm going very leisurely, but you know, that's just by choice. So anyway, as soon as you've said that, I'm going to say goodbye, so thank you very much for watching the stream. I hope you've enjoyed seeing me next one is tomorrow. It'll probably, there's a chance that it'll be another time sooner or later. If not, it'll be another So yeah, thanks for watching the stream. I'm going to cut off now. that's it for me. And that's me. That the Dragon Railways, as the town is called. Over and out. Goodbye.